Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone arena action. In the last video, I drafted a rogue deck, and here we're going to start playing with it. I think I might have misdrafted a little bit. I passed on more than a couple of chances to give some synergy to this Nerubian egg. All I've really got is the Direwolf Alpha and Deathwing. May have also made some misdrafts. I passed on a couple of what's-her-face saps in exchange for minions that tempted me. Took an Amani Berserker and a Spectral Knight, I believe. Might regret not having that removal, even though it is, you know, imperfect removal. Might regret not having it nonetheless. We'll see. We'll see. So, Rogue is my worst class alongside Warlock. I think before I reset my stats, Rogue was not quite as bad as Warlock, like on average, but Warlock had made it, you know, to 9 wins and above more often than Rogue had. So this is a class I'm struggling with. You might remember, like, a year ago at this time, rogues were actually, like, the most powerful class in Arena, believe it or not, and, like, every other person was a rogue, just like we see tons of mages and hunters now. It used to be pretty much everybody was a rogue, because the rogue hero ability was ridiculously overpowered, and it was quite hilarious, or would have been hilarious if it weren't so sad. Well, let's keep this, although I'd rather be the first player with a hand like this one. Still, having the curve 2, 3, 4 with the option of jumping to Ascension on turn 3 is pretty solid. Web Spinner. Alright, now that makes me consider coining into a Berserker. So I can play a Dagger next turn. Is that worth it? Sure. Let's keep the board under control and see what the opponent wants to do about this Berserker. Might get him to spend an Arcane shot. You never know. Could I have just done nothing? I certainly could have. Alright, so there's a Knife Juggler. It's fine, I think. Now what I'll do is keep it simple, keep it safe. We'll make a Dagger. Kill the Spinner. Kill the Juggler. And I am not ahead, but nor am I behind. So my 2-drop traded for his 2-drop, and my hero ability killed his 1-drop, but his 1-drop, of course, replaced itself with a random beast. There are a lot of bad beasts you can get off of the Web Spinner. You can get the Captain's Parrot, the Young Dragon Hawk. You can get a Stone Tusk Boar, which is pretty bad. Looks like my opponent either got this monkey or already had it. Either way, this presents us with interesting options. I could play the Pyromancer and Deadly Poison, and then that would actually kill the monkey. I could play the Acolyte and threaten to get cards off the monkey, but I think what I'm going to do instead is play the Grizzly, which is a good answer to the monkey. This is the other 3-mana Taunting Beast, and as you can see, it's just way better. I am now threatening to kill this off with the Dagger and the Bear, and my opponent has to do something about it. He's going to Kill Command, which is, you know, Kill Command is a little bit overkill for an Iron Fur Grizzly. He either had a second Web Spinner, or he Web Spun his way into another one. And now we're going to just play the Senjin, which with the Dagger will kill the monkey and get me ahead officially. I can then play like the Acolyte and the Pyromancer, or the Hunter and the Pyromancer, depending on my whims. Buzzard, unfortunately, has not been nerfed yet. It will still be the way it is for 3 more days. The opponent cashes out his second Web Spinner. Plays a very good 5-drop and lets things alone, which makes a certain kind of sense. Okay, well, what I'm going to do here is actually play the Wolf, because this allows me to hang on to my Dagger, which might be useful. And I'm going to play an Acolyte for my other card, because in case of Unleash the Hounds, I'd rather have the Acolyte on the board than the Hunter. The Razorfen Hunter, which would make Unleash the Hounds even better. Now, if the Buzzard had been nerfed, I might have played the Razorfen Hunter here, but since the Buzzard has not been nerfed yet, I'll keep things as they are. Man, that's 2 Black Knights in one gaming session. Lots of those lately. My opponent decides to not kill my wolf, which does make a certain kind of sense because he's got 8 power on the board. I'm a rogue, I don't have any built-in healing, and I might actually be in a lot of trouble here already. Can I afford to just play this ogre? Well, I can't kill anything except for the Black Knight if I do. And then if he plays a Deadly Shot, then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I could play Pyromancer, Dagger, Deadly Poison, get a card. This would be at 4 health. Yeah, I wouldn't actually kill anything. But we'll do it. Yep, send his dagger up. Make a deadly poison. And then see what we can do here. Spellbreaker. Alright, well, that's a thing that happened. What would I rather kill? I think I'd rather kill the guy that is untargetable if I'm going to end up dealing 5 damage anyway. I might as well do it to him. So let's get another card. Okay, cute. And we'll take 4 damage to the face, which I don't like, but if it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. We're down to 15 health. So if you can clear my board, you can just pretty much burn me out. Unless I can get really good tauntage off of the Sun Fairy Protector. Tracks, which I don't really mind. So I'm at 15 health, 13. That's enough that if he's just steady shotting me, I could come back and kill him, but if he ends up having more burn in his hand, like kill commands, I could actually lose pretty easily. Multi-shot will clear my board and leave him with enough to steady shot as well. That is fucking great. Ah, Stone Tusk Boar. And a Timberwolf, Jesus. Wow, this guy's got it all. Don't like this. So, I hate what I have to do here, but what I'm going to have to do is the following. I'm going to play the Razorfin Hunter.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Give taunt to these guys. Play the Elven Archer to kill that. And I'm going to totally waste my Deadly Poison killing this pig. Because I want to have as little on his side of the board as possible. Now he has to get through my pig and my Razorfin Hunter. There's still a chance in hell that I can win this. Okay, luckily the Leok was the worst thing he could have flipped because it doesn't really help him. Tiger, however, is definitely a problem. And I find myself, as I often do, which is desperate for taunts. I need to kill off this Leok, and I can't. Well, let's see what we can do here. Let's Fan of Knives. Draw a card. Earthring Farseer is very welcome. And now I could panda back this archer, and that would let me kill off... Ah, damn it. If I panda this archer, doesn't work. Doesn't really achieve anything. I'm still going to have to sacrifice the pig to kill off the Leok. Leaving him able to attack me for 5 damage with this Tiger. Okay, if I panda back the Sun Fairy Protector, I cannot replay it. I'm a mana shy. God damn it. Ugh. Well, let's kill this. And... I mean, I don't really see much point in playing this panda here. But alright, we'll do it. So we'll do this. Panda. Replay the archer, shoot that thing. And with the pig, I'm gonna kill the Leok myself. And now he's gonna hit me down to 7 health, down to 5 health. If he has a kill command, he wins this turn. I can get back up to 8 health, maybe. Alright, he's just got minions. So I'm down to 5 health, 8 health. I'm dead in 4 turns to steady shot, less if he gets charged. Well, let's see what we can do. So, alright, I want to take a chance here. When you're behind, gotta take risks. I'm gonna play Cult Master and Spellbreaker to get rid of Divine Shield. Alright, so now... Oh god, can I actually not kill all of this stuff? I actually can't kill all of this stuff. That's hilarious. I think I'm gonna just lose the game. Well, anyway, I guess we'll throw this... card. Get a card. Get a card. Play this. Deathwing, hilarious. I wish this guy wasn't a hunter, or that I was a priest or a warrior. Then I'd be totally fine. But this dagger is just useless. So I'm down to 1 health this turn. I can give myself 2 more turns with the Farseer. Oh man, he's digging for 3 cards. Anything that deals a damage instantly wins him the game. This opening game's a little bit idiotic. I just got burned out, and he finds the Arcane Shot for the kill. Okay. So I just got burned out against a hunter, and there's really not much I could have done about it, I don't think. He came on too hard and got too much damage through, and I was a rogue. That's pretty much the end of the story. Lost because I wasn't a warrior or a priest. Annoying, but, well, there it is. So, could I have done anything differently that game? Maybe if I could have gotten bigger minions taunted with the Sunfree Protector. He only played a multi-shot as removal, so things were going well. I was doing fine in the early game when I had the bear versus his monk, you know, all that stuff. I needed to get a bigger minion down, even if it meant taking more damage with the Sunfree Protector. I might have still lost anyway, but that might have been my best chance for winning. Kind of a dumb way to start the game, but anyway, we're up against Skepler the Rogue now. Rogue is so annoying against hunters because you take damage with your weapon, and you don't have any sort of compensating. I mean, you have the board control, but you just don't have any built-in healing or anything. Mages, you also kill stuff with your hero ability versus the hunter, but the thing is, the mages don't take damage when they use their hero ability. And druids take damage, but they at least gain a little bit of life, so they can crawl their way out of it a little bit or stem the bleeding some against the hunter. Not a big fan of playing the wolf on turn 2, but at least following it up with a taunt, or 2 taunts, could help it survive if it doesn't get backstabbed right now. She's going to coin a deadly poison. Looks like she's going to coin a deadly poison. No, she's going to backstab. Ah, I see. Well, hitting me in the face is, may or may not be a mistake. If she has no deadly poison, and if she has nothing to do next turn anyway, then she may as well throw the dagger at my face. So I'm playing the Worgen because it's a 3-3 just like the Grizzly, but it might inhibit some of her plays. A Worgen, for example, will trade with the Harvest Golem. A Grizzly will kind of take it down more slowly. Wolf Rider will simply kill the Worgen. Unless she... is she going to play... what's his face? Cold Blood? She's going to play Cold Blood. Okay, so this is a Rushdown Rogue. Clearly. I need to play Taunt. So, as tempting as it is to Fan of Knives here, the right play, given that this is a Rushdown person, is just to get some Taunt in the way so that her Dagger and her Charge minions cannot deal damage to him anymore. When you realize that someone is playing Rush, you have to respect that a little bit when you're not a warrior or a priest and you know that built-in healing. Okay. So here, I could play the Sunfree Protector and the Bear to use up my mana more efficiently, but unfortunately that would waste the Protector. Since I am playing against a Rushdown Rogue, I might as well wait and make sure I get the full value out of that taunt. Right now I'm ahead on cards and on the board, so I should win as long as crazy things don't happen. She also plays a wolf, unimpressively, and okay, that's a little bit better for her now. She makes it a 3-3. Well, that's still not too bad. All we have to do here is kill the wolf. We'll live to tell about it. Kill that. With Mr. Bitey, hit her in the face. Keep the weakest creature in the middle to guard against betrayal and play the ogre. I have a very strong next turn coming up. I can play Spectral Knight next to the ogre and a Sunfree Protector in between them, having a 6-7 taunt and a 4-6 taunt. That should pretty much seal the game. She does not have the kill for the ogre. She just has the freeze, which is fine. This and this, and okay, now I think I've pretty much won this game. I don't want to, call it early, but I'm willing to eat some crow if I end up being wrong here. I just don't see how I lose at this point, with my covered and board advantage, and her having pretty much no way of catching up. I mean, Deathwing or something wacky, I guess, could happen, but I think I'm willing to really put a heavy favor on my chances here. All right. What's gonna happen here? She's gonna get through my knight? It looks like nope. She's just gonna kill this engine and eviscerate to get past my taunting knight. Nope, I'm guessing wrong every time. She's just gonna take it slow. Well, alright, that's fine by me. We'll just play this. Fan of Knives for 2 cards and a kill. Swing for damage, that's healing for good measure, and now she's the one being burned down. I've got 4 points of burn damage in my hand. I could even replay the Arcane Golem with the help of the Panda and get more damage out of him. She needs taunt, and she needs it now.
This is our time.
She has minions. Does she have a Sunfray Protector? The answer is no. She has a Master Swordsmith, which is useless. She does hit this, desperate as it is. It's correct, because if you're going to get anyway, you might as well kill it. But that's 6 plus 4 is 10 damage on the nose. The Auctioneer, in addition to being a powerful card draw engine, also has a decent-sized body. Not that 4/4 is a good set of stats for 5 mana, but once it's on the board, that's something to be reckoned with. Okay, good. So in the losers bracket, we really laid a smackdown. As long as I don't play more hunters, I think I'll be alright. Yes, sir, I think I will. Hard to say what this deck's future holds. My last video, I misplayed some games as a warrior. Still made it to 8 wins, but it was unfortunate that I didn't go further, because I could have if I'd played better. If I play this deck perfectly, I don't know how far it should go. I think some of it honestly depends on how many hunters I play, because hunters are a tough matchup. So, DSCM DK, okay, don't know what that means, but I do know that my hand is terrible. And it's just gotten a whole lot better. Again, I'd rather be the first player with this sort of a hand than the second. But if this hunter could just have a slow start, that'd be tremendous. Please, please, no, stop flicking your cards. Oh my god. Well, there's no point coining into a dagger or anything, because, you know, that's that. Let's just pass the turn here. See what he has to say for himself. He might keep it hidden so it doesn't die. I don't know. Alrighty, and he decided to keep it hidden so it wouldn't die. Well, what I'm going to do here then is coin into the bear to maximize my odds of not taking damage. I think he probably should have just hit me in the face, because if I did dagger it and kill it, that would have dealt 4 damage to me. And, I mean, if he is a hunter against a rogue, hunter versus rogue is just an inherently high chance of burning the rogue down. And the more that a rogue hits the minions, the higher those chances are. Okay, he's got an Acolyte, which I'm pretty okay with. He's trading the Acolyte and the Infiltrator for this guy, which I'm fine with, honestly. I could also Deadly Poison right now. Would I rather have a Worgen on the table or a 3/1 Bear and a Deadly Poison? That's a good question. I think I'd rather have the Worgen. Well, you know what? I'm gonna trust my instincts. I think it seems like the Worgen would be better here, but I'll keep the Bear out. I guess because it has taunt. I don't have any other taunts, so I might as well keep my taunter out here. Wow, it's good. So life-wise, I'm doing okay. I have a little bit of a board advantage, but he's got the play. He steady shots, which is good here, because I'd rather him steady shot me than play a 4-drop, but in fact, he plays nothing. Well, I'm gonna keep on putting stuff down and attacking. He can now do Buzzard Hounds for 3 cards and a mostly board clear, which would certainly be annoying. But as long as he doesn't do that, I think I'm doing okay here. No Buzzard. Does he have an explosive shot? He does. It's actually good. I played correctly against explosive shot. I put the mechanic on the left so that Mr. Bitey was in the middle. And this hero bear still sticking with it. Okay. Well, this suggests he doesn't have Buzzard Hounds at the very least, so let's play more minions as opposed to less. And hope to get some damage through. I have 4 points of burn potential here. Plus 3 if I hit him in the face at 7, so he's at 13, and I can silence pass a taunt. He has a Farseer, so he will heal back up. And he will unleash the Hound. Unfortunately, I could not get my Cult Master down in time. So that'll kill off my Bear and my Wolf. So that 3 mana Unleash the Hounds is a 2-for-1 essentially. Annoying. He left me without a way of buffing the Worgen as well, so that was well played all around. I think this is a good time to use my other tick of the Deadly Poison. And him in the face. So card-wise I'm doing great, 6-6, but 3 of mine are on the board, so it's got to factor that in, and I can also play Cult Master if he drops anything big, and get some cards. Life-wise, despite using Deadly Poison on 2 minions, I'm still ahead of him. DSCM. He has another Hounds. Well, at least he didn't have any buzzards to go with him. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna hit me in the face? I kind of wonder if he won't. Trying to burn me out? No, he's gonna kill the Worgen, it seems. So Unleash the Hounds is basically a 3-mana deal 3 damage there. That's not that impressive. He needed a not yet nerfed buzzard to really get the most out of that. Okay, well, how many more Hounds can this guy have? Hopefully the answer to that is none.
Here we go.
Go it all for the face and try to finish this off. I mean, I've got 6, 10, 12, 16, 17 damage with the dagger, plus I can now also silence a taunt as long as he doesn't clear my board or put up a ridiculous amount of taunt. I have won. Mind control deck, you've got to be kidding me. Well, he did steal probably my worst minion. Well, there's yet another mind control tech. Well played.
Well played.
And a steady shot. Okay, can I still kill him? 4, 7, 10. Yeah, I got the kill. This is fine. So we will whackety, 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 whackety. That, as they say, is that. Okay, so after losing one very annoying game to a hunter, we just crushed the next hunter that comes along, and that's good. Always nice to get some retribution. Poor DSCKM, whatever his name is, had no idea what kind of vengeance he was in for. He was like, oh, I had nothing to do with the other guy. It wasn't me, I swear. I'm up to 93-10. That's fantastic. After paying for the arena fees, might make it up to 9,500 someday. Who knows? Probably not with this run, though. Although, I don't know. Those next 2 games after losing the first were kind of good. And the first game was close. Oh, why am I yawning so much? Man alive. A Paladin. Parrot the Paladin. Alright. A good matchup here for me. Finally got a backstab early. Will mulligan the Fan of Knives. I'll keep the Grizzly, though. Elven Archer can be nice for getting rid of recruits, or if he has a turn 1 Leper Gnome, or something like a Loot Hoarder on turn 2. And the Bear's just nice. I might play that on turn 2 with the coin, or just wait until turn 3 if the top decks allow it. We'll see. Against the Paladin, if he recruits on turn 2, it's not necessarily a bad idea to just make the dagger and kill it, leaving a dagger in my hand for 3 point of damage. Alright, well, he's gonna one-up me in the weapon department with Light's Justice. Of course, his costs him a card. But it does mean that my Elven Archer will get 1 shot, 1 kill, and then die. Quite tragically. So is it worth it to Grizzly Foshizzly here? I don't think it's worth it to Grizzly Foshizzly. Let's go ahead and dagger up. Death away. This could have been... Let's see, I probably would have taken the Beast over Illidan. So that could have been a 9-7 for 6 mana with a drawback. We'll see if that ends up hurting me or not. I'm also hoping to get my Nerubian Egg to combo with Deathwing. Okay, so this is, I think, a very bad minion. So it's a new Naxxramas one. Monty Berserker arrives just a turn too late. I could kill this with Backstab, Dagger, Elven Archer, but what's the rush? I mean, if he puts Blessing of Kings on it, then so be it, but other than that, I don't think it's worth it to use my coin going all out killing that thing when I've got the kill in hand. Of course, don't let Paladins keep creatures. Blessing of Kings would be very obnoxious here. Argent Protector would also be obnoxious.
Let me think.
He's been hitting me in the face with Light's Justice, which implies he has a True Silver champion. If you have a True Silver champion that you think he might be playing later, you want to use up the charges on Light's Justice for fear of breaking it, and that's exactly what happened. So I read that correctly. Go me, hooray. But this does mean my bear is dead and his Stone Skin Gargoyle is going to live to see another day. Okay. I think we've got to play the Yeti here and think. If I don't use my coin, I can coin into the Ogre next turn, which is hard for Paladins to deal with. But if I do use the coin, Goblin Archer, backstab, it's 3 damage, dagger was 4, I can actually kill this creature. So is the coin worth it to get this thing to die? Well, I've got a decent turn next turn anyway, even if I don't play the Ogre, so I think it is, actually. Make sure you backstab first, because of course backstab only works against undamaged minions.
Here we go.
Get rid of that thing. And now I'll be ready to play the Berserker and the Hunter next turn. He's in an awkward position because the Light's Justice would have been great for killing the Archer, but you obviously don't want to use a True Silver against it. But since I killed a Stone Skin Gargoyle, True Silver Champion is not going to guarantee a kill on the Yeti unless he has more damage to back it up. And indeed he does, but it's delayed damage. Does he have an Elven Archer? He does not. Alright, perfect. So I could do something really obnoxious here, and I think I will. I am going to put the Razor and Hunter here. I'm going to give taunt to the 2/1/1s. I'm going to hit that Gnomish Inventor with the Yeti. So now the Yeti is protected from the Wrath of the Champion. These 1/1s that he would have loved to have 2 more ticks of Light's Justice for, to kill these off. And Consecration, I've got all these 3 toughness minions, so it'll just kill a pair of 1/1s and nothing else. So I think this is a case where he had a pretty slow start, and then I have like the right kind of cards to deal with his advances. Sometimes it's not so much about card quality, it's just about like the kind of cards that work well against what your opponent's playing. It's almost coincidental in some cases what works and what doesn't work. So he makes a recruit.
Reporting for duty.
And then uses the champion to kill off my Yeti, I presume. Yeah, so I could dagger up and kill that recruit, but that would mean not playing the Ogre. It seems very silly. Let's play the Ogre. And let's not be greedy either. Let's just kill the recruit with my 2/1. I think the 2/1 did its job. And attack him in the face. So now, card-wise, I'm not really ahead. And I do wish this were the Beast instead of Deathwing, because I might not even need Deathwing. And I don't have anything good to play apart from my Berserker. Unless it gives me something to silence. The Berserker's all I've got next turn, and having a 6-drop of some sort would have been way better than Deathwing. Bah. Well, let's see if he makes a recruit or not. He does. Alright, do you go for the face here? You can deal 8 damage, down to 14. No, I think that would be very silly. So what I'm going to do here is kill the Yeti. Take a dagger. Like that. Kill the wolf. Hit for 3. Do this. Pass the turn. Again, I'm not really overextending here because all these things have 3 health. Or 2 of these things have 3 health. They survive Consecration. Of course, Quality Consecration would probably win him the game, but then again, I would have Deathwing to catch back up afterwards, so who knows. Let's see what he wants to do here. I've got the lead. We were equal on cards, but 4 of mine are on the board, so I'm definitely ahead. I'm also ahead on life, and I have a dagger, so I can kill a recruit for free. It's looking good, but a mass clear would be difficult for me to come back from. Didn't get any sprints in the draft. Not that I am that torn up about it, but, you know, I didn't. So it might be difficult for me to catch up on cards. Alright, he just blesses the king so he gets a 6/11. Not exactly what you want to be doing at this point in your life. Let's go ahead and silence that thing. Some Mr. Bitiness. And we're going to go ahead and hit him in the face. I could have daggered, ogred, and killed this thing, but it seems worth it for me to just go for broke. He didn't have mass removal last turn. He would have used it if he had it. Now I'm threatening lethal with a bajillion different creatures. He's in trouble. If he does pull off a miracle board clear with the Quality Consecrate or Wild Pyromancer Equality, I've got Deathwing to catch back up. Oh yeah. Doo-buddy boo, buddy boo.
Handle it.
Raid leader, that's exactly what he needed to... Yeah, okay, this is over. So does he have a Defender of Argus? Even if he does, it's still over. I just don't see what he could do here other than Equality Consecrate or Pyromancer Equality. Okay, even if he gets a taunt on that with a Sunfury Protector, he's still dead. And Holy Light, he's still dead. Okay. Thanks for doing all that. Oh, and then conceding. Okay, that was... if there is a way to BM as the loser, then that was definitely it. I mean, he had to know that those minions changed nothing. And we're up to 3 wins, just like that. Wow. Alright, so apparently this deck has the potential to be okay at any rate. 1 close loss has been followed by 3 pretty solid wins. And we'll have time for probably 2 more games. Alright, another Paladin. Unfortunately, not the same one.
I will fight.
This is Sky Husky. And of course, now that I'm the first player, I have the second player draw with a pair of 3 drops. Freaking ridiculous. We'll keep one of them in case of desperate times, needing desperate measures, but I'm hoping to get some things to play, and I don't really know. I keep getting the first player curve when I'm the second player, and the second player curve when I'm the first player. Story of my life. But, you know, whatever. I can't really complain about luck. I have been doing very well in this run. The draft was fine. I might have misdrafted it, but the cards themselves were alright. And the games have been okay. And look at that, I even got an Argent Squire. So quit your bitching, Boris. Quit your bitching. Wow, 8 friends are online. I guess I've really been racking up those friends. Blessing of Wisdom. Okay. So that will shut down my Argent Squire as I rack up more and more 3 drops. Really bad to have a spike at the 3 drop level, because I play one of them on turn 3 and then they're all obsolete.
Reporting for duty.
It may be tempting to do some shenanigans with Acolyte of Pain and try to, like, you know, hope to get cards off the recruit, but don't do that. Don't let Paladins keep creatures. Leave it alone. This thing is Blessing of Wisdom. I might silence it later, getting rid of the Divine Shield and also the card draw. Right now, my opponent went down a card playing the Blessing, but this thing will give him the card back, and he plays a Secret. Okay. So, let's see. I will, use my other dagger. Well, let's see. I could use the Elven Archer to kill this if I wanted to. Let's do that. This will check for Redemption and Repentance. Alright, neither one. Let's check for Noble Sacrifice. Aha, it is. You might say, Boris, why didn't you use your dagger to check for Noble Sacrifice? Well, I'd actually like to keep the dagger, truth be told. I'd like to keep the dagger, because if he plays another recruit, or if I just need an extra point of damage, it's nice to have a dagger in hand for that free damage. The Grizzly Bear again dies to a True Silver Champion. That seems to be its destiny and its doom. This time I don't have a Sun Fury Protector to cheat the system. Arcane Golem, not exactly what I needed. I will play the Acolyte. Hit him in the face, hit him in the face, hit him in the face, remake the dagger. That's that. He's actually doing fine here because I didn't get any 4 drops or 5 drops to take advantage of the situation. I'm ahead on the board, but my board is weak. I will also lose my Razorven Hunter or my Acolyte as per the opponent's wishes. He has a very slow start here, really slow. He is doing absolutely nothing this game. Not that I mind, but I'm just saying. And he will kill the Acolyte to stop me from getting extra cards. Sensible, sensible, sensible. So do I play the Knight or the Sunwalker? Both have their merits, but since I can clear the board, I might as well just play the Sunwalker. Will dagger down there. Archer's there. There. And yes, I know I'm not forgetting the Argent Squire. Could have kept the Elven Archer alive if I had used the Argent Squire to hit that, but I didn't want to give him any cards. I'm not in like a desperate situation by any means. Of course, if he plays like a Blood Knight here, that would be hilarious. I haven't seen a Blood Knight in a while. Shouldn't happen though, the odds of that are pretty small. And I've got 6 damage I can actually work with, plus 1 if I decide to, you know, I need an extra damage for some reason. Blood Knight now would be really tremendous, just stupendous, truly. Will he dagger down my Sunwalker's Divine Shield? He chooses not to. This thing. Is that worth doing? Oh boy. Oh boy. No. What I think I'm going to do is this. I'm going to play the Farseer, heal this up. Make that kill the recruit. Dagger that. Kill the Scarlet Crusader. And I'm going to play essentially. There are other ways I could have done it. I could have used the Stormwind Knight. I could have played Cult Master, traded some things. But I opted to clear the board using everything that I had and not having to give him a card off the Argent Squire. Alright, still waiting for that Spellbreaker. And I actually get it. Oh my lord. Now, Cult Master, hang on, we gotta think about the Cult Master, because I could throw a bunch of stuff at this with Cult Master, but no, this is just too good for words here. We'll just do that. Yeah, I'll play Cult Master anyway. Trade my Farseer for a card. And we got beat, ladies and gentlemen. Worth attacking with the Squire? No. So the Blessing of Wisdom did act as a 1-mana removal for the Argent Squire, but with the Wolf, I might actually be able to get 2 damage out of that thing and be fine. Does he have a Consecration? No, he doesn't. He can't play it. Oh, he could play it. He has a coin. I forgot about the coin. Oh my god, does he have a Consecration? Does it actually matter? So, okay, he has the Consecration. He kills the Cult Master, the Divine Shield, and that thing. Do I care? Not particularly. No, I've got a lot of damage here. Lots of damage. So what we're going to do here is the following. We're going to play the Direwolf Alpha. Swing. 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 And I don't even need, actually, my charge creatures here. I could have just used the Argent Squire plus the dagger. One more game in this video, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will be that. Good game there. The Paladins did not put up much of a fight. That was about as good as Blessing of Wisdom got. I mean, it did really take out my minion for the whole game, but it didn't matter. I just had the run of it the whole time, thanks to my hero ability and his falling to it. Zodiac HH. Yes. Ooh, wow. This is quite the draw. Do I keep the silence? I'm actually going to keep this whole hand. I can coin the Berserker on turn 1, give it Taunt, play the Worgen, and then Spellbreaker is just nice to have. It's my 1 silence in the deck, and there are a lot of things nowadays that are worth silencing. Even this could be silenced. Okay. Now, if this changes my plans ever so slightly, perhaps, I might perhaps dagger and finish off the Argent Squire next turn. Perhaps.
For duty.
So he makes a recruit, even though that can actually give my Berserker a free reign of Berserkitude. An Archer achieves the same thing the dagger does, so there's no point. We will pop off the Divine Shield, make a dagger, kill this, and we'll see if his recruit can get buffed. Wolf, Cleric, even Elven Archer, Abusive Sergeant, any number of ways to let this kill my Money Berserker. So I'm up a card because I killed off the Squire, but then I go down a card because of that. That's a little bit annoying. Okay. So here, I could play the Worgen and threaten to make the Wolves Sly of Hell. Or I could play the Elven Archer Dagger, kill the Wolf, and then play the Sunfury Protector, giving the Elven Archer Taunt. Yeah, don't let Paladins keep creatures. It's a pretty good rule. Tempting as it is to violate it. Let's get the board presence, kill off his creatures. I'm doing fine on cards, still. 5 to 6. About to be 7. This will be giving me an extra card as well. So yeah, let's not go risky here for no reason and kill off that creature. For all we know, he was praying to the holy heavens that his wolf would live. Alright, good sign with this recruit. The recruit will die to my protector. Does he have anything else? He has a secret. Okay. Well, the way I think we need to do this is as follows. First, you check for Noble Sacrifice with the Elven Archer. It's not that. It's not eye for an eye. Then you check for Redemption. Really weird of him to play Redemption if that's the case. Now, I've been told that Avenge will not trigger if you have only 1 minion and that minion dies. That's what I've been told. We have not, however, found that out today because Repentance was the actual secret, which means now if he has Consecration, my board's cleared. All the Paladins have had Consecration so far. Does this one have it? No, this one does not. He just has an Azure Drake. So I could dagger Deadly Poison, but I would like to avoid Consecration if at all possible. So what I'm going to do here is play the Worgen. Make a dagger. Throw Mr. Bitey and Mr. Bitey at that break. Swingity, swingity, and I keep my dagger as it is. I think it'd be a mistake to go for the face because I might want to play Deadly Poison. So I want both ticks of the dagger available if that should happen. 6 cards to my more than 6 is good. But my cards are pretty small, so he could catch up if he played something big. Alright, there's a Worgen, which is actually fine. Sorry, Worgen, a Golem, which is fine. Alright, lots of different options here. Lots and lots and lots of options. I could play the Spellbreaker to stop this, but then I'm not using my mana very efficiently. It's better to play 2/3 drops if I can. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to... Well, hang on. There's a secret here. So let's check for the secret with the dagger. So is it Noble Sacrifice? No. It is Avenge. Ah, yes. Right, of course. That makes sense. So what I'm going to do now is use the Silence, even though it is inefficient. I'm going to silence that thing. It does double duty. It stops the damage golem and it allows my Worgen to go to town. Now a Consecration would be still pretty good for him. Kill off 3 of my creatures, including the Wind Fury one. If he doesn't have Consecration, though, or like an Elven Archer or something, this is pretty scary. He's at 19 health, and that's 8 damage being threatened. He's got to kill it. He has the Consecration, so this is actually his second card from the right, which means that he did have it last turn. But at least most of his mana, and at least I'm actually still doing fine on cards. Wish I could have had the Acolyte out there. That would have given me a card off of Consecration, but you know what? Still doing great. The Spellbreaker silenced the Golem, got rid of the respawn, got rid of the Blessing from the Avenge, and now is packing away 4 damage. I mean, that's pretty good. Put this guy down in case of further Consecrations. Save the Cult Master as a surprise. This is pretty good synergy with the Cult Master because it gives me 2 creatures. He could still win this, he could still come back, but I am definitely ahead and he's on the back foot. Trying to catch up, he's behind on life cards and the board. But if you get something really big, I might have a tough time dealing with it. Or if he gets a good board clear, I could have a tough time dealing with that as well.
Glory to the Sindora.
Ooh, a Blood Knight actually is really good. That it happened this game and not last game. That would have been... There was a moment in the last game when I had like 2 Divine Shield creatures out. Okay, can I win? 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't quite win. So let's just play it safe. We'll do the Cult Master here. I'm going to pop the Divine Shield like so. Throw the Spellbreaker out like so. Run that in there. Run that in there. Being super safe here. Super safe. I've now got a life gain, board gain, and massive card gain, so he'd have to be just friggin' ridiculous. And I also have Assassinate for killing just about anything. I'm not sure exactly what it would take for him to catch back up, because even Pyromancer quality won't work anymore. I'm just too far ahead on cards. Cult Master, sealing the deal like it do. And that'll do for this video. So thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the video, do please like and or subscribe, and we'll be back soon, well, tomorrow, with the rest of this run and possibly the beginning of a new one. Take care.